you're on the stream, I'm sure you already heard it, but for those of you locally, so Sykes informing me that, as I suspected, though I didn't see one anywhere, there's a pass interference call being discussed. So, like I said, I didn't see any pushing anywhere on any of the teams, but yeah, it looks like we got a 10-yard penalty and automatic first down, so that's going to be interference on the Bulldogs. Like I said, from my angle, I didn't see it, but that's gonna bring first and goal there for Broncos and an automatic first down. So could be a costly mistake for the Bulldogs. We'll see if the Broncos capitalize here. All right. Not sure what to call this formation. I don't know if I've ever seen it before, but Cash is going to roll to the center, and Ace going to gobble him up pretty quickly. Not too much on that 1 yard, if that.
Yeah, it looked like he got hit right at the line on that. There was very little forward progress, if any.
Yeah. Of course, the field reads 1 yard, but didn't really look like a matter of inches from where I was at. Switching to the eye here. MW and Zev on the right and James on the left there for your receiver. You got Yoshi at tight end. Baldev in the backfield at running back.
Down, set, hike.
All right, Cash is gonna, looks like he's looking for that quick throw, and he gets his guy there, and that's gonna be MW in the end zone for the touchdown. And once again, those Cash timed routes paying off for him, and that's going to give him the 6.
We're going to revert it.
What? Don't need to.
So pinning the extra point here, that'll be 7-0 in favor of the Broncos. So Broncos will strike first.
Well, RG Magic, man.
You know, pretty lengthy time to do it. Just about a little bit less than 3 minutes left in the first quarter. So ate up a good chunk of time that. On that route, or on the drive there.
Down, set.
Just awaiting the extra point. Kick is up. All right, that's going to be good. So 7-0 Broncos. And we'll see what the Bulldogs have in their arsenal to answer this. Like I said, penalties kind of becoming a factor early in this game. We saw the false start on the Broncos pretty early on, and a much more serious penalty against the Bulldogs recently. That pass interference pretty much, brought Cash within 10 yards of the end zone for those short pass. So the secondary is going to be talking that over to make sure they don't do that again, because penalties can severely affect the outcome of a game.
Yeah, and if you're on that team, man, you hate to know that something that you did on a tap, gave a team new life and extended a drive.
All right, this kick is going to be brought to the corner, and Mikey's going to bring this out for the Bulldogs, looking for a few blocks. He's going up that sideline, just a little bit past the 25-yard line, and he's going to start on the Bulldogs 26. Okay, Robert sticking at the quarterback position, and once again we're going to see them come out with the bunch right. So if you're Broncos, pretty much expect pass on this, though sometimes offenses try to fool you and do a run. Quick pass to the sideline, trying to hit Ryrie. Unfortunately, that's thrown out of bounds. So that's going to be 2nd and 10. Okay, looks like sticking with the same bunch right formation.
Down.
Is going to roll right here. Baldev coming into the backfield. She avoids the tackle. Nice blocks there to keep her alive, and she's rolling back to the middle, looking for something. She's got a few people crossing middle. She throws it deep.
Oh, and he's gone.
it's caught by Mikey and nobody even near him. Zev trying to catch him with the sprint. I think Mikey's out of it, but he walks into the end zone. One pass, one play in the end zone for the Bulldogs, and that's going to be a touchdown.
And I do want to point out the on a human interest story at the moment, the coordinated Under Armour gear of the Bulldogs this evening. They've got some little, like pink and blue camouflage type stuff, and then the dashed shorts, and it looks like everybody's wearing them except for our very own Jinx Pop-Tart.
Whoever that is miking up, can you stop the miking up, please?
Who is not going to give up the rainbow socks. And if you know Jinx, you'll laugh at that, but she's not giving up the rainbow socks, period.
Oh, we got two.
Well, if I recall, Kay typically has the rainbow as well.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Kay let it go, but Jinx, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
She's stubborn like that.
Right? And I'm already getting an IM now. I'm not even going to look. I'm not going to look.
So anyways, Bulldogs will tie the game up, and a very impressive throw there from Kay to Mikey. And he just got deep and caught the safety sleeping and walked that all the way in. So very impressive.
A very nice throw
there.
Yeah, from Kay on that too, to get that over the head of the defenders.
Absolutely, yep. So this is going to be kicked pretty deep. Nice kick by the Bulldogs, and pretty much non-returnable. And that's going to be a touchback. Very nice kick there. All right, so Cash once again coming out with his I formation. And looks like switched the sides. You got the two receivers on the left now instead of the right. Put the lone receiver on the right, so switch sides there.
Set.
Of course, you got Yoshi on right, tied in now. Cash gonna roll right side. Almost, yep. Riley's gonna take that sack, 5-yard loss.
Now I don't like that play, and he's the one that started it. But it was like everybody on that play knew that it started except for Cash. Like everybody moved, and then he just stood there, and I was thinking, all right, this is gonna be a 2-second quick snap, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, he's gonna start running. I don't. That was very odd.
Yeah, and when I see him stand like that, like, because I agree, it looked like Cash had paused, and when he stands like that, it's almost certain he's going to do the quick pass, because that's typically what he does. But yeah, it's like almost it was a delayed reaction out of Cash. I don't know if maybe he lagged temporarily, but then he kind of rolled to the right after everyone else had already done it.
Right, and they are currently they threw a flag and they are reviewing. I don't know if maybe the officials were a little bit taken back by the by the oddness of the way that play looked whenever it started.
Yeah. I mean, I really honestly thought he was gonna do his quick throw, because when he stops like that, normally he's just doing a quick game and he'll let it go. But yeah, there's a flag on the play, so or it's under review, as it were. So we'll see if any penalty is arisen here, or if they'll just continue play. And I think another important thing of note, and we haven't seen any other teams do this, but Broncos actually go in here. Final score is 17-13. That was a very interesting game. A lot of penalties, a lot of delays. Go into an offensive huddle with their plays. As I kind of see it right there, they kind of formed a huddle around Cash. Haven't really seen any other teams do that until now, so not really, adding anything as far as deception, because of course everyone's in their team speak. A few surprises. I mean, that pick six from Burt to pretty much give them the lead or audio program of choice. So it's not like the defense can hear him anyways, whether he's in a huddle or not. But I guess several plays back that really changed the game. And I mean, that's all I got. You got anything to say?
No, I think that was a really, really fun contest to watch. It was very competitive. Nobody ever pulled more than, I think, 7 points was the largest lead on the night. So a lot of fun to watch. And but
for role play wise, it does add a little interesting dynamic. I guess a bit of realism to the game.
Well, I can tell you
So.
from my time, both these teams have a lot to look forward to going forward. So it'll be fun season for both of them.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as usual, I want to give all my thank yous. First off, thank you to all the staff, the game operations, photographers, streamers. Big thank you to you, Psych, for stepping up last minute like
No
that.
problem. It's
And,
fun.
Yeah.
Kawana's
and,
out there doing photography, so throw her a
all
shout
right.
out.
Shout out to Kawana. I'm just getting.
Playing with Cash, that he wants like his play and back when he owned his own team, and even now, as I imagine that he does have a good bit of input with ball dev, like he wants his on the field to resemble a real football experience as much as possible, right to the last detail. So if you were to tell me that that a Cash team wanted to do an actual huddle, I'm not surprised by that at all. Like it falls in line with everything that I know about the way that he likes to play the game. So
Right. Yeah, and that does make sense. Okay, looks like we're actually going to see another pass interference call on the away team. And Psych, remind me, because again, we see both home colors. Who's away tonight?
There's no hood option.
they are changing it to an illegal contact, not a pass interference.
So that was an illegal block
Okay.
downfield?
I was just reading the on the field text, so it looks like it's actually.
Was that on us?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you, Jace. Broncos are away. Thank you.
It's a penalty on the Broncos
Left tight end.
for a legal block downfield, not pass interference. So they were going to lose yardage and the down on that play.
Okay. So
Okay, so
once
it's a
again, you can
5-yard
hear it
penalty
on
from the last
on the
spot,
stream,
because
but
this is
if
10
you're
yards
not
back from the line of
local, looks like it's going to be an illegal
Right.
block. Is that what you said, Psych?
Yeah, blocking downfield on one of the left
Yeah.
side of the formation players.
Okay. So blocking down the field, and that's actually going to be on the Broncos, so they're losing yardage
So
and a
it's,
loss of a
replay the
down
down.
on that.
No, it's a loss of down.
Oh, okay, so
In
second
case
down
you're not
and
aware,
15
there is
then?
a rule in place.
I'm
Unless
just
it's a
checking.
run play and the runner has crossed the line of scrimmage, until that happens,
'Cause we
you
can't
can
lose
block
the
a
yards and
maximum
then-
of
Yeah,
7 yards
I just said
downfield,
to you,
but
man,
anything
hold
past that
on.
is going to be interference and or pretty much what you would say an illegal contact past 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, barring the runner has already crossed. So once again, kind of penalties are racking up both for the Broncos and for the Bulldogs. So probably want to just kind of get in the call and get your team to settle down, because it really does affect the dynamic of the game a lot, especially with the flow of the game. If you have constant penalties, it's really makes it impossible to get any kind of momentum going. So like we are going to see formations resed here momentarily. Defense is getting set up. Gonna wait for the chains to be correct.
Alright, that's it. It's all set now.
All right, so I don't think there was a yardage penalty, but it do believe that it was a loss of down, is the last I heard.
Okay, gotcha.
But it does look like they're moved back 5 yards. I'm not 100% sure. I know that there was not a testy moment, but you could hear the aggravation in Raz's voice, because he's
Down, set.
you can feel the frustration with the Broncos because of the number of issues. That's the best way to sum it.
Right, yeah. All right, Cash is going to throw this, looking for that flag route there to the sideline, and who is he trying to hit? Looks like, so that's Zev.
Yeah, it's number,
Yeah.
I believe 30 or 50 out there.
Yeah, number 50, Zev
Okay.
Titanium.
Now 50. Yep.
Baldev is number 30.
Okay.
So yeah, trying to once again do that quick pass, but looks like just overthrows him. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Broncos on their own 15-yard line. So probably
Down,
pretty much
set,
expect a
hike.
pass here, given the yardage. Cash is going back, and he's going to throw it again. Very dangerous throw into traffic. Fortunate for him, it falls harmlessly incomplete, but that was more or less a 50-50 ball for both his receivers and the Bulldogs secondary. So, like I said, it is resulting in a punt, but of course better than an interception if you're cash right now. So
Down, set, hike.
he's going to kick it, and ball's going to go to that right corner, and Rhino trying to pick it up just misses the ball.
Yeah,
And
he was way too slow making his initial cut on that ball. That ball had been punted.
Yeah.
Maybe it hadn't rezzed on his screen yet. I'm not gonna
right,
single him
Yeah.
out for something I don't know. But that ball had been kicked a good few seconds before he made an initial move, and that's what I think enabled it to make it out of bounds.
All right, so Bulldogs going to start close to their 10 here. Kay's going to keep this, looking for a hole. She finds it. Nice run.
Wow.
She's still going on her feet, making a cut to the sideline. Finally brought down by Zev, but wow, what a monster run by Kay Robert. That's going to be 25-yard pickup. And just a huge run out of Kay, the QB there.
And that was a heads-up play on her part. The Broncos captain Cash had actually mic'd up. I think he was going to ask about a change of possession, bringing a player in, and Kay just went down to Hut and ran.
Yeah, and that's actually, if you can play on the confusion, they don't have to wait for the defense.
Right.
That's one of the beauties of running an offense. You don't have to wait on them. So if you can use that to your advantage, why not? Mikey is going to complete that pass, and that's going to be another 15 yards.
That was a gutsy throw and a really nice catch right there.
Yeah. Kay is going to keep this and roll left. Got plenty of room on that left side. She's going to take it and got the first down and more.
Nice
Still
cut
going.
back to the inside.
Yeah, real nice cuts there by Kay Robert. Zev taking her down once again, but she's just taking up huge chunks of real estate on these runs. That's going to be another 19 yards. So great running so far out of Kay there. And she's going to snap this ball, and Baldev's coming in. Nice blocks by her line. And she's going to make a pass.
Oh!
Just barely misses the timing, trying to get Mikey on that short cross route. And just barely misses the timing. I think it just probably went past his ear as he was running by.
Yeah,
So,
and after he missed it, she was fortunate the two defenders behind him didn't catch it.
right.
It seemed to go between
Yeah.
all three.
Kay is going to roll left here, and once again, essentially the same play to Andrew this time, but once again it's missed. And all right, 3rd and 10. Bulldogs moving pretty quickly, pretty much like a heads-up offense, if you will, not wasting too much time on their play calling. And
Right.
Kay's going to roll right here, and
False start.
dead ball.
Home team.
And just as I say
5-yard
that,
penalty.
there's a false start. So,
Repeat.
kind
Third
of one of
down.
the dangers when you run that hurry up offense. Sometimes people aren't set all the way, and it can force false starts, as we saw there.
Right, and like you mentioned, I think the Bulldogs are starting to get the feeling that an up-tempo offense is kind of catching the Bulldogs a little bit underprepared. A lot of their success has been on the rushed snap plays. So
Yeah, that's a very good point. All right, Kay is going to keep this. Once again, great blocks from her O-line. And she's going to run it and throws and incomplete. Andrew trying to do like a quick comeback. And ball's going to fall incomplete, 4th and 15. I don't know if they can kick a field goal from here. Looks like
They're
they're going to
gonna try
try it. Yeah. They're right at the 35. So people have told me that
Well,
it has been done before. I think it's even so far back as the 40. People have said sometimes.
yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
So-
with
Down, set, hike.
you know, with Vitality, they're gonna give it a shot.
And they are rewarded. That's going to be good. So I'm going to say, what was that? About
Is
a
it? I don't,
45 yard attempt?
yeah. I don't. I've got the field chat muted, so I can't officially. I'd have to look at the yardage of where it was placed when he kicked.
Well, they were right at the 35, so I'm going to say it was like a 45 yard attempt or a 40 yard attempt. But it is good. So Bulldogs managed to come away with 3 on that, and we'll
Weird.
take the lead 10-7.
As we're just now entering the second quarter with all of the delays.
Right. Yeah.
Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a long one.
Yeah. All right. So Bert's going to kick this off for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be returned by Zev Titanium for the Broncos. Waiting for some blockers. Looks like he's going to make a cut to the outside handoff to Yoshi. That was an interesting move there. Yoshi pretty much as soon as he gets handed the ball gets tackled by Kay there.
Get a rush. We got it.
Broncos trying a little bit of trickery, but
Yeah, we a GP across player.
Kay pretty much wasn't going to have any of that.
And now the Broncos are signaling they'd like to bring in another player.
Okay. I see Cashman on the sideline. Looks like Broncos want to bring in a player. And as you know, there was an issue with them having too many players earlier on, but
What's one more in the grand scheme of things?
right. So who is this? Looks like a new player for the Broncos, Tyree 80.
Mic check.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright.
I'm not too familiar with that name. Could be a rookie. But he'll make his way to the sideline box. And we'll probably resume play here momentarily. All right, Cash is under center. And it looks like he's got 2 running backs, I believe, in the backfield.
Set, hike.
Hand off to Baldev. And Baldev's going to try and make a run to the side. He can't
This might be a
throw
throw.
it.
He's got somebody wide open downfield on the left side. He
Yeah,
chucked
but
it to the right.
This is going to be an illegal throw, though, because I saw the color change. I don't know if the refs
Right.
picked it up.
Right. No, I agree, and that's probably why. But on the left side, he had a guy wide open. But you're right, that line did turn red.
Yeah. So he crossed the line, and I don't think Baldev realized it, but it was very clearly changed color. So I'm sure this is going to come back as an illegal forward pass. Wow, they're going to give it to him.
Okay. And it could have been that his possession circle hit it, but the ball never did.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once again, you know, refs are down there and we're up here, so
Right. But my
that's
Illegal forward
Yeah.
pass.
never mind. Now they're calling it. They are calling it. And that was going to be
Okay.
the next thing that I brought up. You know,
2018.
as a player, that's kind of a tough spot to be in because your cue is the line. You know.
some names here. Shout out to Quana. Thanks for giving the photographs on the sideline. Thanks to our refs today, Rasden and Halo, Horns or Halos, and big thank you to all our fans as usual. You know, we're nothing without you guys. So all the fans on the Hitbox stream and all the fans here locally on Sim, you know, we definitely appreciate your support. So thank you as always for joining us.
You listen for your teammates to relay run, but like you're also watching the line and you see it trigger, then you know that the quarterback's not supposed to be able to back up and throw it. So
Yeah. No, I mean that is absolutely. I mean, as a secondary.
All right,
forget
can we
I'm
challenge
not
that play, please?
I'm going for the
Can we
Broncos
challenge
at
that?
point? Because I mean, who am I going to
Challenge
cover?
the
You
call?
can't throw it.
We've already reviewed it twice.
So.
and Baldev's inquiring about challenging it, and
you can challenge it.
he's been informed that
Yeah,
it's
you can
already been
challenge it.
reviewed on the stream twice.
No, we don't want to challenge it.
Yeah. So just getting informed from our sideline reporter there, Psych.
Right.
Looks like Baldev is actually going to challenge on behalf of the Broncos on whether or not the line actually changed color, but refs have already reviewed the replay several times, and I mean it looked pretty obvious from my angle, and obviously to them as well, that that very clearly changed color, and he stepped over. So
Loss of down on the play.
that play is going to be taken back. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but you lose a timeout once you lose a challenge.
But well, they didn't actually challenge it. I think
Oh, okay.
it was kind of funny because Horns was like, I mean, you can if you want to. We've looked at it twice, but if you want to make us look at it a third time. And so then Cash spoke up and said, no, we're not challenging that.
Okay, gotcha. So
Now,
it's not
so
actually a challenge. That's actually going to conclude our preseason, I believe, and I don't think the schedule is officially released yet, but regular season will be starting this coming week. So this weekend, this Friday, should be our first official regular season game. I don't know who the matchup is yet.
Right. And check with your owners, because I do think, Dex, that the schedule dropped in the operations group a little bit right as the game was kicking off. So all I can tell players that are wanting to know is to check with your owners that I think that is hitting. Like, we knew that the week one schedule was set, but now I think they've released the one that's through the rest of the season. So check with your owners to see if that's the case. I can't say for sure because I hadn't opened the notice yet. The game was starting.
Well, I'm actually Marlo to the rescue. She's IMing me as I talk. So
see, there we go.
Yeah. So you're right, Psych. Actually, the schedule has been released actually during this ball game. So according to Marlo, week one, as I said, officially not preseason, regular season, our first opening game is going to be, as luck would have it, the Broncos once again taking on the Seahawks. And then Saturday, as per the usual, we got a doubleheader. We've got Titans versus the King Cobras. And then we have, for the late game, Warriors versus Patriots. And then that Sunday, you have Mustangs Huskies. And then the late game is going to be Bulldogs and then your teams, like the Raiders.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
And then Monday to close out the first week is going to be Bucks and Cowboys. So, yeah, some good matchups there.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Yep, be looking for tickets. A lot of energy. I know we're starting the Pulse show this, I believe it's this Thursday. Be on the lookout. And we also will have some news about the Power Ranking show popping up before too much longer also. So lots of fun stuff going on right now with the UFL. So be sure to get involved. And it's been a pleasure this evening. Dex, if you've got anything else, hit me with it. If not, we're going to head on out.
No, that's can't do any better than that. So, yep, thanks for joining us, and I'm going to be signing off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure.